Could be.
So my question, I guess, to y'all to continue with the topic is: do you believe, excuse me, do you believe Obama or somebody like AOC is making and has made or is making any type of impact in our society right now? For
No.
everyone, this is a
Impact.
question for everyone.
No.
Wait,
Impact.
define impact though. Like, what just in general,
Impact, like
or
a general impact, because
Maybe
I feel like,
inspiring.
yeah, exactly.
Maybe
That's also an
inspiring a
impact.
couple of us. Yeah, you know what
AOC
I'm saying?
inspiring the youth is an impact.
wait. Yes, yes, both of them did do it. I'm somebody was trying to talk
He,
first. I'm gonna
no.
let them
Did
go.
or now?
Yeah,
Now or
did
did?
as in Obama when he
No,
became
no,
president,
no,
or
no,
is as in
no,
AOC, who is the
no.
youngest congresswoman right now.
Okay.
Obama did, and he still currently is, and AOC
Mhm.
is currently doing it right now. Now, how to
Mhm.
interpret that, like what level of impact or what type of impact, that's subjective. But are they
Absolutely.
actually doing impact? Yes, yes. That's why I asked, can you elaborate on your definition of impact? Because if you're saying, oh, did Obama change laws to make shit easy? Fuck no.
Okay.
Hmm.
Not because of a lack of effort, not because of lack of effort, because he probably tried to. And
Right.
a lot of people forget they overlook the little shit. The night he won, if I'm not mistaken, the House and the Senate went
We're all
to
Republican.
fucking Republicans.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Correct.
all right, y'all got your president in, but guess what? We got the both controlling bodies for the final
That was
decision.
that was
So
his first term, right?
I laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was his
Yeah.
first term. But the thing is, those things have everlasting, not everlasting. They have
No,
a
I
long
was.
term results.
Yeah.
So the decisions they made in those 4 years, the results were still hitting in the second term. So people was looking like Obama ain't do shit. I'm like, yo, y'all gotta read a book, because if you think he
Right.
ain't doing nothing, you're mistaken. You know, could he have
Yeah.
done a little bit more? It pointed out to me he could have, and now I kind of agree he could push, only because of what Trump is doing now. Trump is pushing on
Yeah.
anything he fucking want to do.
Wildin'.
Mm.
Disrespectful.
So it's like now I'm looking like, so
But
now I'm just looking like, damn, why Obama
the
ain't get a
difference
little dirty?
between Barack and Trump, the difference between Barack and Trump is like Barack's an actual politician. So he was
Correct.
going by the book. Trump isn't. He's just a dude from off the street, and he's probably using like his business mentality to push all the things that he's trying to do, because that's what he does in business, and he understands business and how to get what you want. Barack was just like,
I
again,
agree.
going by the book. And even if he was trying to push, again, we got to talk about the support. We just sat there and talked about, like, we got the Democratic president, but everybody else is Republican.
Right.
So he didn't have nobody to really back
And
him. I don't want to say nobody, but didn't have the bodies to push his agenda or whatever
Right.
agendas he wanted to try to get across,
they were all a bunch of bitches. They were all a bunch of bitches. You know why? Because you're right. No, they are. You know why? Because Joe is right. Trump is a
Yo.
businessman, so he don't give a
Yeah.
fuck. That's the behavior I expect from him. But guess what? His Republicans, they all supporting his ass. They're all not businessmen. A lot of them are politicians. Mitch McConnell, the speaker, he's a fucking politician. So you telling me he ain't got no sense either? They all a bunch of bitches. They all, every single one of them. And the only difference is no Democrat is tough enough to say, fuck it, I'm going to play the same game they playing. I'm going to just play for the right house. They all
I
too
don't.
scared.
I
So,
don't think that they can play for the right house with the intent of it being a long-term thing, because it's not like you gain the job and keep the job. You're voted in to keep the job. So I hear what you're saying. I don't think that they can do what quote unquote Trump is doing and then still be voted in the next time and be
I
confident in
disagree.
those votes.
I
Okay.
disagree, because if Trump gets reelected, that proves my point. Because he's literally doing whatever the fuck he wants. He's just
Yes.
catering to his base, which is what I'm saying by, yo, I'm going to do whatever I want to, and I'm going to play for my house. If Democrats took off the gloves and said, you know what? Trump is being a dick. He's trying to do this to TikTok. Well, guess what? I'm going to be a dick and do this to Republicans. And the only reverse is I'm going to make sure whatever we get out of it, we're going to make sure the people that we support are benefiting. I think Democrats are forgetting a lot of people that they usually support. That I will say. And that's
Yes.
also probably why they're losing a lot of shit, too.
How many Democrats actually vote?
Vote on what? What you talking about?
in general, not for
Oh, and
presidency.
people?
How many Democrats actually vote for
Right.
their Senate? Actually
Yeah.
vote for the House?
And that's
Not many.
Is that, no,
no, not
to your,
many.
Because
But
yeah,
go ahead.
Go ahead.
and that's what I'm trying to say. Republicans keep their people in office because their demographic or their I guess their constituents say, "Yo, I want Trump to lower my taxes, and
Mm-hmm.
I'll vote you in every time." Right. So, what is the one thing that Republicans always push back on, no matter what year it is, no matter who's in term? It's always is taxes. Why? Because their constituents need that shit. They're saying this is what we want. So, what the fuck are Democrats doing for their constituents when they say, "Yo, we need this, we need that"? They say, "Yo, I'm gonna do it for you." Then they get in the office, they don't do shit. So that's why a lot of people who are Democrats don't vote consistently or don't vote at all because they're like, "Fuck it." Why do you think people pissed off at Biden now? It's not because of all the touching people and shit like that, because we all know that's crap. We know that's crap. It's because consistently, time and time again, Democrats say we're gonna do this for you, then they get in the office and then they miss on a whole bunch of shit and they probably deliver on one or two things. Whereas Republicans, I don't like them, but I respect what they do. They say, "All right, we're not gonna get you all this shit, but we're gonna get you one or two." And once they get in, they get you that one or two. And guess what? It happens to be that those one or two items are enough for Republicans.
And I think to that
can't argue
point,
against that.
it's not arguing against it. I personally think, to your point of what Democrats don't do and Republicans do, I don't believe Democrats as a whole, a political sitting party member Democrat, can operate as a Republican because they're being fearful. As whether it's 49 of them and 10 of them, 49 of them and 7 of them, whatever the number is. Some of them are just like, I'm not going to get the votes from my constituents that's going to keep me here if I operate like you. And I think a lot of times Democrats are operating on the premise of grace, similar to what Obama has always been, graceful, as opposed to what the Republicans and Trump has been, ruthless in terms of getting, I'm going to get what I want, when I want, and how I want it. And with Democrats, I don't think they can act. I don't think they believe they will get the votes to keep them in power to do those things if they acted else-like.
So
Republicans.
So, and I don't want to keep it. So I understand what you're saying. So by that statement, the way I see it is, all right, if basically you're saying Democrats are saying we're not going to do the right thing because it's not going to keep us in power long. Because in my opinion, in my opinion, they a bunch of bitches too. Come on here and just say, "Yo,
hey yo,
no,
you a bitch, she a bitch, oh yeah, bitch." You heard? That's E right now.
Because you're saying, and again, please correct me if I'm wrong, but you're saying, "Yo, I can't get crazy because I'm afraid that I'm not gonna get reelected." Why should you care about being reelected if you're doing the right thing for the people? Your actions will dictate that.
What's right?
So basically, they're like, "Nah, right, what's right and what's wrong." So I'm not gonna do what's right because I'm afraid I'm not gonna get reelected. I'm gonna do what it serves my interest, and I'm gonna get the support from the people that have the power to keep me here, and that's what I'm gonna keep doing. And guess what? That's exactly what Democrats have been doing for years, and now they're fucked. And the thing that pisses me off is if people decide now to take that anger out on Democrats, we're letting this dickhead stay in office. So we're fucked either way. I might as well just bend over and open my mouth both ways.
Interesting terminology that you used was self-interest. I feel like a lot of people, or again, this is just an opinion, I feel like the people that are Democrats, they're part of the reason why they're Democrats is because that self-interest aspect of things. We all know Republicans do their things for themselves, like to get my money, to get my tax break, so on and so forth. Democrats technically don't do that, or at least they don't show they do that. So it relates more to the common people, if that makes sense, or the people that are middle class and lower, like all this self-interest and all this. We don't get those tax breaks. Like, what the fuck is that? What does that mean to us? You feel me?
Right.
So I feel like that plays a huge part, and which is why, again, like I reinstated, Democrats have us, or most people of color are Democrats because of that, but also even amongst us in society, in the minorities or people of color, we are so diverse in opinions ourselves, which also represents the Democratic Party and the leaders of the Democratic House. You understand what I'm saying? So, like, I get you. Like, Republicans at the end of the day want one thing, and it's easy: want my fucking money, bro. Like, I'm here for me. And who doesn't want it? Like, whoever thinks like that is already under one umbrella. But when it comes to the Democratic Party, it's a little bit more. Not even a little bit. It is spread out, like literally too spread out for us to be united, if that makes sense.
Exactly. So exactly as in yes, it is too spread out. But when in terms of not being united, I disagree. I feel like you can, but the Democrats need to do a better job, like I said before, of telling people like, hey, we can't do all of this, but we can definitely do one or two, which is what the Republicans do. They don't
right.
Yeah, we're going to do this, that. They focus on one or two issues consistently, the two most important things to their people, and they consistently fight. If they can sneak in some other bullshit some years, they will. Democrats are trying to cater to everyone, and I always said, anytime you try to make everybody happy, you never make yourself happy. And also, I personally question their intentions.
Very true.
Right? And it just shows, and this is exactly what's been going on for years. And again, I am a believer in the Democratic system. I just understand, and Justin can tell you this, I understand that it's not peachy keen on that side. My only issue is Trump is inciting 17-year-olds to go shoot. So I'm going to pick the lesser of two evils right now.
What you said? What was the last part? I ain't hear the last part.
Something about lesson.
Nothing.
All
right.
You said you ain't hear nothing?
Nah, I heard like that last part. You said something about a lesson.
No, I said I'm going to pick the lesser of two evils.
Oh, lesser.
You're going to pick the lesser of two evils. Understood. Okay.
Yeah, the lesser of two evils.
Got you. Anybody else has an opinion or anything else to say about this? Because, I mean, I agree with what everybody said, so it makes a lot of sense on both sides.
Fuck that job. Sorry.
What the fuck?